Nicole here. How are you? Are you well? I hope you're well. I am here, living my life. Thought I'd pop on here because I actually really wanted to talk about art. If you saw my last video and you watched it to completion, I'm sorry. I may have edited it, but I probably didn't. So, you probably saw that it was interrupted. Well, nah. But anyways, I started talking about art. So art is, I think, the highest ideal. I just really think it's the highest ideal. Like beauty and excellence, baby. That's what feeds my soul. Dancing, any art, dancing, singing, playing music, drawing, anything. Like it's all just, art is just everywhere. And I think it should always be free. All art should be free, shouldn't it? Well, maybe not. I have to think more on that because, like, putting together composing music, as I've learned, is not so easy. Even though there are definitely some musical compositions that live in my brain, I just haven't learned how to get them out and capture them. But they live there, and I definitely feel like I wish maybe Neuralink, like I wonder how that could change art and like the world of art and what art does. Because imagine if you could just put a chip in your brain that would be able to uh, put together a composition or a painting just from your brain, like what you want it to look like, and then it does it. Like a flat out like manifestation right there. We're getting there. We getting there. Slowly but surely in any way we can. Um, so I feel like art is the highest ideal, and it is just so good at illustrating everything, anything at all. And everyone reads the same language when you're dealing with energy, which is definitely all about art. Okay, so art. I want to show you something that I made. Yes, I made this. I made this when I was at one of my ex-boyfriend's place. It was actually his family's cottage, which um, was actually a really lovely, super lovely cottage. But I must say that I don't have a cottage, and this makes me a little sad. But I'm happy for the things I do have, like this house. I really am grateful for this house. But it is nice to, like, for people who do own cottages, like it must be very nice to be like, I'm going to the cottage and this is a place where we go to be alone. If it is alone, I don't know. Okay, so I made this and I want to know what your impression is. Like, how do you feel when you look at this? Does it make you think of anything? What do you think the state of the artist, that's me, was when she made it? Does she mean anything? Although, speaking about art meaning anything, I think in general, it doesn't make sense to say, what does this piece mean? It's kind of like asking, it's like asking what your breakfast meant, because breakfast doesn't mean anything. Breakfast is an experience that you have. You eat it, okay? Art is an experience that you experience. You're experiencing this art right now. Okay, so when we look at art and we experience it, first, like one of the first steps that many people take is just kind of noticing what you see or feel, hear, taste, whatever. Taste. Is this Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? We licking the wallpaper today. Like, I think me there, if I was in that situation, I'd be like, haven't people licked this before? I'd still do it though. I'm not that scared of germs. Okay, so, So what we start out is, what do you notice? Okay, I notice there's a purple line. I notice there's some green and blue interspersed together. It kind of looks like a dress or maybe like a vase. I don't know. And then like there's this. It kind of reminds me of a nose, mouth, eyes. Gosh, you are correct. But what? If this is a face, what kind of face is this? That's right. I was hungover when I made this. I was super hungover when I made this. And I showed this to my friend and she's like, were you hungover when you made that? And I was like, how did you know? Like, it's arbitrary. Like, how did you know? Like, is it of lesser quality? I'm like, no. It's just gonna, like, with these lines, look like this character hungover. I was very, very happy and proud because yes, was very hungover when I made this. So, a little hungover me. Yep, I can still remember what it felt like to be hungover when I look at this. I look into this person's face. It's me. I see me. And I'm like, I don't want to be there. I'm glad I'm not there right now. I was there once, but I do not think I will return. Yeah. What other art pieces can I show you? Some of them are not 100% appropriate, so we'll see. Oh, this one. Look at this one. Isn't that cute? The little cap sleeves. This is from like an early, yeah. Oh, so cute. She's a cute little girl. And, well, you might notice a common theme to my art. A common theme. Dude, I'm this little girl in pink. Whoa, so many Nicoles. Here's a Nicole. Hello, little Nicole. Here's a Nicole. Looking at a Nicole. There's this Nicole is looking at this Nicole. Well, this Nicole is looking at this Nicole. So many Nicoles. Infinite Nicoles. Yeah, good. So there's art, and art is the highest ideal. It really is. You can express yourself. You can express anything, really. It's kind of amazing. And that's a lot of fun. And humans are innately creative beings. So each and every one of you has like a deep need to create something. And I think that like sometimes there can be, and I felt this myself, where there's like this barrier, like I'm not an artist, or I'm not good at drawing, or whatever. Well, number one, nobody's good at drawing when they start. Like nobody. Have you seen a baby Picasso? Doesn't exist. They don't even know how to hold the pen. So we're starting there. That's where you start. You don't even know how to hold the pen, and that's where you start. Okay. But you practice and do it if you like it. But not everyone has to be a drawer. Like you could create literally anything at all. When you fix stuff, that's creating something. And there's lots of people who are into doing repairs. They use YouTube. Like you could look up anything on YouTube and learn how to repair it. There is, of course, the classical senses of art. There's performance, which includes sports. Yeah, and all these things create wonderful stuff. So we each have a need to create. We do. Yeah. And I guess I'll leave you with that. That art is the highest ideal. And for me, I personify him as a he. And he's so classy, He's just really, really classy. And he's really fun, and he's smart in all the best ways. Yep, I'm in love with you. Okay. Peace out, Girl Scout.